Let's record a quick tool review because why not? Okay, so a while back I did a review on a DeWalt table saw, so I figured I would do another review, and this one is for a digital caliper that I use by Mitutoyo. Arguably, if not the best, I'm not sure what is, digital caliper to use. So this particular tool is not one that you may necessarily need on day one of starting woodworking or leatherworking, but it does come in handy over time. And if you're going to get one, I highly recommend not getting a cheap one. You can go to Harbor Freight or Home Depot, Lowe's, and you can get a cheaper one. But when it comes to something that is as precise as a digital caliper, I highly recommend getting the best, which in my opinion is a Mitutoyo. And the problem with these is that there's a lot of counterfeit ones out there. So you got to be real careful when looking online to not get one of these as a knockoff. But I'll show you some things to look for when you buy one of these. And again, it's just a great tool to have. I mean, you don't necessarily have to have it, but I have never had a caliper that is so precise as this one, and that is always precise as this one. It's just engineered really well, and I just don't think there's anything better out there, and you could really get some terrible digital calipers. So I thought I would do this review for it and kind of show you some things to look out for when you are buying one of these, especially if you go the online route. You need to find a reputable wholesaler or reseller for this, because again, this is an item that's highly knocked off because of its popularity and precision and quality, and people just don't want to pay the price. But I was able to find this one for a really good deal. So I don't remember what I paid for it. I've had it a while, but anyway, great tool to have. Highly, highly, highly recommend it if you're going to go and get a digital caliper. Now, something to look for when buying one of these is the paperwork, believe it or not. And this is something you would probably just throw away right away, but it's very important to look through this paperwork. Two main reasons I found is the battery. Look at the part number, make sure it matches what you're seeing here, unless they've changed, which they probably have not over the years. In a long time, they haven't anyway. Make sure you don't have a knockoff battery, because that right there will tell you that you do not have a true Mitutoyo digital caliper. Also, in the paperwork, there is a signature from the inspector that inspected the actual part that you have in your hands. Make sure that signature is legit, which some of these you can really tell when you look close. They're blurred, or they look like they're definitely have been copied off a bad printer. So make sure you look at that kind of stuff. But more importantly, after going through the paperwork, just really check out the caliper, because again, this is a tool that's meant to be very precise, and this particular brand is known for its precision. So you can tell pretty quick if you move this back and forth. If you're not getting zeroed out each time it closes, then there's a really good chance that it is a fake, because I've used this thing for years and it's taken a beating, and it has always been true whenever I need it to be. Now, one thing I don't like about this tool is that the on-off button, I mean, it's very minor, but you have to remember to turn off the device. For some reason, at least on my model, they may have changed it now, it does not cut off on its own. So, which is another thing to look out for too on a knockoff. They may have actually fixed that, but you want to make sure if you're paying for this tool, you do not have a fake. So anyway, I hope you liked it, the video that is, and get you one of these if you are looking to reverse engineer some stuff, this is where it really comes in handy for me. I can, again, measure parts and get little pieces and parts that I need exact measurements on. So, great tool to have. I highly recommend this tool. Thanks for watching.